Hi Sagittarius, welcome into your monthly money career tarot reading for the month of May 2023. I of course want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, do keep in mind it is general for your month as a whole, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I do more than appreciate your love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't joined the Sag tribe already. And do remember after finishing with this reading to check out your other placements within your chart for additional messages. But as you can see, I did pre-pull 3 small money and career oracles, as well as 3 tarot cards to begin a layered spread for you. So with that said and done, let's jump into it. So we're beginning your spread with the money-making machine card. Beautiful. I'm hearing dollar symbols in your eyes. I do feel as if you are focused on financial goals, if not one in particular, wanting to get things done so efficiently. At times, certain factors, whether it's something, the way something is run, a situation, say a job or something of the sort, it could be more so in regards to noise factors, certain obstacles otherwise. It could even be your energy at a certain point, maybe feeling a bit on edge due to energy affecting your spirituality. Anyways, that list of different possibilities potentially getting in the way of you being as productive as you'd like or getting done as much as you plan to or would like to or aiming to throughout that specific day, week, throughout the month as a whole. But either way, Spirit's saying this is your energy being a very motivated money-making machine, and you will overcome and move around certain annoyances, obstacles in a very efficient manner when you're meant to, okay? But don't be afraid to rearrange, delay if need be, if possible, to make things more efficient for you. And I want to say easier, because it's a month where, yes, you're motivated, you're hardworking, and potentially very busy, a lot on your plate for a lot drawn to the reading, but it doesn't need to feel like a stressful, hard, kind of heavy energy month. At certain points, that might be out of your control, but you know what I'm saying? You have learned, gained strategies up until this point along your path to make things easier. And there might be a reminder at one, if not multiple points, you owe it to yourself to be working smarter, being experienced, more skilled, having that experience up until this point to, implement certain strategies again to work smarter, not harder. Regardless of, I want to say what one, if not multiple other people think or how they're viewing your work. They're saying work ethic, but I want to relabel that as how your process, how you're getting things done. Anyways, as I struggle a bit, let's move on to the public recognition card. I do feel as if there's some spotlight attention, success, if you will, and I do feel as if this is leaving you at times not wanting the energy coming towards you or just the extra work, but then that will help you make more money for some. I do feel as if at times you do, okay, they're saying eating up the energy, eating up the attention is what I was trying to get at. But you might be very empathic being drawn to this reading with that message of eating up the energy. So I need to cleanse your energy if that applies to you. I need to take a deep breath and just reground yourself when need be. And don't be afraid to, they're saying take an early break if that applies to your situation, to step away from that living situation and or work situation when you need to feel better in energy or things just feel extra annoying or difficult in that moment. May not be 100% possible or at all for some at certain points. But say when you're at home, right, the energy just took a shift in the wrong direction, or you're just feeling very nervous there for whatever reason. Step away, cleanse your energy before you do so, and watch your energy improve. Things just feel a lot better. You might even need to be somewhere specific, which isn't where you were. Anyways, next level success is the 3rd card. It's a month where you're being pushed to acknowledge, to recognize, to be grateful for the next level success that you're achieving. It's a month where from point to point, okay, I'm hearing point A to point B, you might be doing a lot of migrating, but I do feel as if there are moments throughout the month where you are taking things to the next level. And I want to say with the Emperor card being your first one, there's a sense of you brainstorming at times, researching, thinking about how to take a continuing situation like a business and or a job to the next level, how to succeed more in that situation, how to expand things, or it could be more in regards to you thinking about how to start a new business, get that off the ground. It could be more more in regards to you adding on a situation, say a new job or something of the sort, a new side hustle. I'm hearing passive income. Bear with me, the messages are rolling on out for your reading. But with the Emperor card as well, I do feel as if there's a very bold and confident, serious, strategic, logical way about how you're moving forward, okay? And at times moving back. There's a strategy wrapped up into your intuition at times in regards to who and what to associate oneself with, when to move towards something, and when to back it up, okay? Maybe needing to rewind, review, get back to the basics for some, but also when to step away from that person, place, or situation or task at hand, okay? Sometimes stepping back and looking at the larger picture or that project as a whole instead of just at the details or what's at hand, what you need to accomplish, that could benefit you greatly. But I do feel like there's a reminder to sit back in your throne and manifest more money, manifest more success, manifest the acquiring of that situation, if not multiple for you. They're saying the completion of that financial goal for you. I do feel like a lot drawn to the reading or thinking about a move of residence in the future, even if you know that's not even around the corner, close at all. I feel like for some you just moved as well, and then you're still thinking about something new. It's this feeling that at times you do need to remember to be appreciative of what you have at hand, what you're wrapped up with. And I feel like you are to an extent, but then there's part of you that's so hungry for more, for change, for different. But then at the same time, being a Sagittarius, you do like that stability, but are feeling spontaneous at times, right? And that could leave people feeling a bit confused, or it could even leave you feeling confused, or just always kind of reaching for more. And that's good to an extent, but there's needs to be a balance through it all. Anyways, moving on to the Justice card. Beautiful. There's an image that I'm getting where the scales are balancing out in your favor, you feeling quite confident in your ability to get things done to achieve what you need to, at least for the most part. But people are seeing you as somebody who's going places, whether this is on social media, could be through your business, that could be the same situation for you, could be more in regards to one if not multiple jobs. I do get the vibe that a lot of which drawn to the reading are a type of soul where you're so hardworking and determined that you're willing to take on at times too much. So it need to be realistic and logical in that sense as well. When, say, you're thinking about whether you can realistically produce quality work or help that individual, say taking on a new client or customer, even an existing one that's coming back around, or taking on that extra shift, extra hours, or I want to say for some even extra work through your job that's not going to even give you extra rewards. Maybe some extra, they're saying merit or just praise or just being viewed as successful and hardworking all the meanwhile, but say it's not going to make you any extra money, it's not going to adjust your salary or just that hourly pay. But I feel like for some, you may be working a tip-based or a commission-based job where if you do choose to put in the extra work, take on more for yourself, there will be extra rewards. So it's going to differ from case to case, but you might be working one of each type of situation. Anyways, I do feel as if the entrepreneurs drawn to the reading, there are going to be moments throughout the month where you choose to put in extra work for, say, your online content or to see your business go further, and that helps draw in more attention of importance. All right, again, that public recognition. But we're shifting on forward to the King of Wands. Yeah, confident energy with this imagery for the Justice card. Okay, not afraid to whip out your sword is what I'm hearing. But the King of Wands and the Emperor on either side, excuse me, explaining, showing us evidence that you are quite bold and confident in every move and holding back once again. But then there's certain slip-ups and little annoyances and just feeling affected by one factor or another or multiple, and then you get a little bit nervous. So those are the moments where you just need to kind of shake it off, cleanse your energy if need be, and step away once again. But there's a confidence about how you are, again, achieving, accomplishing, producing. But when you communicate to people, all right, when you are reminded at certain points, you truly, on a core level, okay, they're saying on a heart level, so you're carrying nature, taking a highlight, what you're passionate about, you're a fire sign. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, you're being reminded throughout the month at certain points, you are a damn fire sign. And so that passion can be channeled for the better or for the worse, right? Not letting things snowball in your mind when something annoys you, when something feels a bit difficult to accomplish, or you just are finding yourself a very Five of Cups vibe, focusing on the negatives or the imperfections at work and or at home. I do feel like, once again, you do desire change, adjustments, even if you see yourself sticking with a situation for the long haul or for a significant period of time. It's like that doesn't mean that you don't desire or don't deserve certain adjustments within that work situation or where you live. All right. But I do feel like this, again, leaves you, for some, desiring to move to a new place of residence, maybe invest in a new car, could be another type of investment, or maybe starting a new job, or switching from working for a company or somebody, if not multiple people, to being an entrepreneur. Or I feel like even some of you have a small business or side hustle that you wish to one day see grow and prosper for you more so, to the point where you don't have to rely on or dedicate yourself to one, if not multiple, day-to-day jobs. Does that make sense? And I totally get that. And they're saying one day that you will definitely achieve that. Okay, but differing at what point from Sag to Sag. The Sun card, because I do feel like you're, again, thinking about completion. Okay, from the past, you made the right choice or choices is what I'm hearing, but also your happiness. Are you feeling happy at work? There's a feeling that you are giving off a sunny demeanor, a passionate, warm demeanor. If you look at this imagery, but then you're not really feeling your happiest, or you're just feeling ultra serious. I do sense that you could be working with and or living with one, if not multiple people that you just are not satisfied with, don't like the way they work and or live. It's just of true annoyance, okay? So you might be feeling a bit judgmental, but so be it. The Magician, beautiful. I do sense that you are manifesting like a machine at this time. So a money-making machine that's manifesting like a machine as well. And this is going to be truly evident at certain points throughout the month. 1212 on the timestamp, look up that angel number meaning. But I do feel as if at times you'll feel a sense of angelic energy coming about you, over you. A spirit, if not multiple, just joined you to help you feel lighter in that moment. And I almost sense that this is going to be evident when you're sitting down at work, or you're walking, migrating somewhere. Interesting. Or getting something accomplished. But the Five of Swords as well, because I'd split the deck to the Magician and the Five of Swords. I do sense that in the midst of certain stresses, difficulties, annoyances, I want to say even toxicity for some, you're manifesting. So just keep it positive, okay? And just reach for what you desire in a very, I want to say, simplistic, passionate manner. Okay. But I do feel like tying into the public recognition card and the next level success card, you're being viewed as a star in certain ways, very skilled, very talented, one who is meant to live a wealthy future, all right, period. And this is a month where you're reminded there are world evolving changes on the horizon for you, where you're not going to be able to settle for less. It's just going to feel almost impossible, or just it won't be fulfilling enough. Does that make sense? It feels like people are going to know your name, a sense of word of mouth coming into play. People, there's a chance to go viral for some, but I do feel like people either view your work, see you work, people are spreading your name. It could be your individual name and or a business name, if not multiple. I do feel as if there is a lot of speaking throughout the month. And I also feel like that this could be tied into that, but again, being very hardworking, very much so, again, a money-making machine, you need to regain your strength, but people viewing you as very strong, all right? I'm now hearing for some, you've been with the company for a long time. I do feel as if there is a boiling up within you at a certain point due to one, if not multiple annoyances. Just, they're saying, cool it off, okay? Don't let it erupt, because you will regret it. Now, that could be at work and or at home, but I do feel like there's a depleted way about you at certain points. And in those moments, do not force it. You might still have to accomplish something at hand, or, you know what I mean? There's some responsibilities you can't put off or ignore, but it doesn't mean you have to be forcing it in that moment, right? Over exuding. There's an ability about you up until this point along your path. You've learned how to get things done and not over exude, not force it, right? Other points, you might choose to do that, but you get the point. Okay, again, working smarter, not harder, and people will be impressed either way. Oh, I didn't even show this. The savings increase card. And look at that, manifesting money. These are at the bottom of the deck. I do feel as if these two also speak upon your month as a whole. All right. So again, reminding you to channel, to align your focus, your Sagittarius mind to see whatever you desire. Increase, I feel like. Again, change to see that come to be. Okay. These tying in together, and you see your savings take a true increase, which you truly deserve. All right. If you haven't been seeing it up until this point, don't be surprised when it comes in for you. But I also feel like that ties into you just earning that money, seeing past efforts and current efforts throughout this month in particular paying off for you. They're again saying don't be surprised. The Moon card, because I do feel like you're being viewed as a true mystery, somebody who is in touch with their emotions, but at times behind closed doors maybe feeling a bit more emotional than you'd like, or just again, at times I feel like maybe being so depleted, overworked, but that partially or fully being your choice, to the point where, you know, when you get a bit emotional because of that, you just got to heal from it. Okay, implement self-care all the meanwhile. But this mysterious way about you at certain points, if not for the majority of the month for some, is quite helpful in regards to something growing for you, you doing well. They're saying picking up extra shifts. Interesting. Roll with the punches is now what I'm getting. Roll with the punches. The Hermit card as well. We're not going to put any more on the board, but I do feel as if it's a month where you are spending quality time alone at certain points. This feels good, helps you heal, recognize what you truly want to remember that. This is when that strategic brainstorming, researching, imagining is coming into play. But I also feel like a lot drawn to the reading. There are moments throughout the month where you are at work. You could be running a business by yourself. I mean, I totally get that. And I feel like that will feel comfortable, except when other people disturb the energy of that situation. But I do feel like, and that includes spirits, but a lot of Sag is drawn to the reading. There is a vibe where you are keeping to yourself a lot at work. It's like strategically, intuitively steering clear of certain people, or just, yeah, I would steer clear of gossip, absolutely. But I also feel like you just don't, some don't love who you work with, or it could be more so you just not feeling up to it, which is very focused for some. Either way, I feel like it's a very hardworking month where you're showing off a bit. All right, you're a money-making machine once again, where you're gaining public recognition at certain points, if not fully throughout the month for some. And this is working to your advantage. It feels like a world-evolving month for you, where your career is evolving, your money is taking an increase, and you're succeeding to the next level. Beautiful. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.